Today, I'm going to be crafting a red eft out of polymer clay. I've always loved photography, which I'd been doing with my phone, but YouTube has got me into using real cameras and lenses. One of my favorite subjects are these cute little eastern newts. I see them every morning on my daily walks, dozens, sometimes hundreds of them. I've started sharing my photography on my Instagram account. I decided to promote this new account with a series of photos of the eastern newt in its red eft stage alongside these cow figurines, accompanied by little short fictional biographies. Here's the first one, but check out the video description for a link to my Instagram account to follow this 2-week series for the rest of the photos. At first, photography feels so much easier than other forms of art. You just point your camera at something that's already beautiful, capture it, and somehow you claim a little credit. But there's so much more to it than that. Of course, there's using the right camera and the right lenses, and getting all the settings right, the aperture, the focus, the exposure. There's getting the composition right, finding the perfect angle where the background and the foreground and the focus plane are in harmony. And there's the post-processing stage where you push and pull the raw data until what the lens captured looks more like what the eye sees or the heart feels. To the extent that I'm good at them, most of these steps come to me fairly naturally. But the step that perhaps most differentiates a good photographer from a bad one is how many photos you throw out. A great photographer still takes bad photos, he just doesn't show them. A beginner photographer will show you every photo he's taken. There might still be some good ones if you take the time to look through them all yourself, but mixed in with all the bad, you'll leave with the impression he wasn't a very good photographer. A great photographer recognizes that a good photo isn't enough, and won't show you the thousands of photos it took to get the one that's so great it provokes an emotional response. But a worse photographer can't bear to pass up on the good photos to boil it down to just the great. But even that isn't enough. I've come to realize that these days, all art needs a good story. It's not enough to post a really good photo to Instagram because people are being flooded with a fire hose of good photos through their phone every day. If you want your photography to draw attention, your photos have to tell a story. A story gives people a reason to care about your photo. A story can change a photo from pretty pixels to something that makes us feel something and shine some light into our darkness. But promoting my photography isn't the real reason I'm making a red eft sculpt. I just decided to make this video after the fact. The real reason is I'm trying to put together care packages for several friends struggling with things like depression. How do you encourage someone struggling with depression? I don't know, but I figured a little red eft made out of polymer clay can't hurt. Sometimes just being thought of helps. And having something physical that can stay there as a reminder day after day, as it sits there on the shelf just as presence testifying, hey, you are thought of. People remember you and care about you. But here's the thing, showing concern for a friend who's struggling is much like good photography. The best encouragement comes from thinking of 1,000 ways you wish you could cheer them up, and picking only the best to follow through with. Just like people are numbed to good photos because they see so many of them, everyone can text a friend, "I'm always here if you need anything." We see it so much, it doesn't mean as much as it used to. The gestures that mean the most, that really move us, are the ones that have a story behind them. There's a story behind why I'm sending this friend a red eft. And it's that story that I hope will bring this from being just another gift to something that, Lord willing, will shine a little bit of light into someone else's depression.